The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Hey, we're here in Shaunavon. We're with Glenn Miller, and he's with the Accelerators Car Club, and it's just a beautiful day, and we're in downtown. What is this park called, Glenn?
Memorial Park.
Memorial Park. I think I've been to just a oodle of car shows this summer, but this is one of the prettiest settings for a community to have a car show.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to be able to use the park for this, and
be able to drive in the grass.
Oh yeah, and the shade.
Please, town, let us drive on your grass.
Yep, you betcha.
Oh, and the shade, and the cars they get protected and they look good there. So tell us a little bit about your club, Glenn.
Well, the club was active quite a few years ago, till 2009, I believe.
Okay.
And then they kind of folded up for a while.
Okay.
And then last year we had enough interest, we brought it back. And
during COVID even, huh? Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah, and we've got 24 members, and it's growing.
So the car community is alive and well here in Shaunavon.
Yeah, I think COVID actually helped the car community because everybody had time to work on their cars. So.
Yeah, and they got interested again. Yeah. I've looked at a lot of awards, not that I'm somebody special, but I look at those awards, those are pretty unique. Show us what you've got here, Glenn.
Yes, our car show director did this last year, and what they are is a die-cast car set up with kind of a diorama with different cars. We have like a drive-in eatery.
This is drive-in theater one, yeah?
Yeah, or drive-in restaurant.
Drive-in food, yeah.
And then a couple gas stations, workshop. They're just kind of more personal than a trophy.
Yeah.
Something you can display.
Sort of takeaway kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really. So I noticed they're donated by, is it Surge Energy?
Surge, yeah. Each one has a different sponsor.
Yeah.
Local businesses. And
how many entries do you have today here?
We have 62 cars registered.
62 entries.
Yeah.
And these awards are given away at different categories? Or
well, we just have the top 5, and everybody that's in the park can vote.
On
the top.
Can vote.
Yeah,
okay.
Spectators, car owners, and everybody. And we just tally up the votes, and number 1 gets to take his pick. So if it's a Ford guy, he can pick a Ford.
You can pick. Oh, so they're all equal. So it's, that's
exactly.
And then I noticed you had a bunch of other things over here. What is that?
Yes, this is all door prizes that all of the entrants, they're all donations from local businesses, and once we're all done with the car show, we draw the entries out of a barrel, and they get to come up and pick a door prize. So
great. Well, we'll tour around, have a look at some of the cars. We're back with Glenn Miller again, and we want to talk a little bit about, I don't want to call this a rat rod, but some people might kind of say you're skirting
a ratty hot rod.
You're skirting the edges of it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your car. What have you got in there for an engine?
It's got a 2005 Chrysler 300 5.7 Hemi.
Really? So
computerized.
Where'd you find that? Sort of some other guy's misfortune and your luck?
I bought a written-off Chrysler 300 and then did the swap with it, computerized. And
what year is that engine, do you think?
05.
So they had a Hemi in 05, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think it's putting out for horsepower?
It's about 380. Yeah.
That's doing okay.
Yeah.
But you had a 440 in here before, huh?
I did, yeah.
But you said that was kind of consuming a little more fuel than you wanted.
Yeah. The late model the late like 78 Hemis or 440s were low compression, and it only made about 220 horsepower.
Isn't that? Oh, and that's in the days
The
when
smoggers.
low horsepower but high fuel consumption.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
It's interesting.
yeah, I've almost doubled my fuel mileage
Well, you're
going
saying
to
you're
this.
getting 28 miles per gallon on this.
Yeah,
So your plan is to take this through the mountains this summer and have a cruise, huh?
you bet. I just retired last Wednesday, and
What were you doing before, Glenn?
propane business.
Okay.
You bet. Yeah.
So where does this Dodge Ram come from? Where do you get that off of?
That's off a early 50s car.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I bought it at a swap meet, and it felt it was perfect to put on the front of this.
So tell me, where did you find this? This is a Dodge, right? This is a 28, did you say?
28 Dodge, yeah.
So where did you find this?
We have a local fellow, Keith Hagan, who owns this T-Bucket next door here, and he's a restorer. He has a whole bunch of old cars, and I bought 2 4-doors from him. And
4-door Dodges.
Yeah, and I made 1 2-door out of the 2 of them.
So what happened to the other half of the 2-door? 4-door.
Well, one had been laying upside down, the roof was rusted out, and the other one had been laying right side up and the bottom was rusted out. So like when I chopped the top, I took the top from one and the bottom from another and made 1 car out of it. So
Jeez.
yeah.
It's going to be nice. So what happens, let's say, if you're driving in the rain? Do you think you'd be okay with that engine there?
Yeah, I actually got caught in a bad storm coming back from Cypress Hills Park 2 weeks ago, and spent half an hour in just driving wind and rain, and
it was fine.
everything's good. Yeah, it was bone dry when I got home, and I was more worried about water inside, and there was none.
And
So
on the engine, on
yeah.
the oil or whatever it is that's
Yeah.
going on there. So you bought this from a friend, so you've actually got modern cooling system in there, and
Yes.
what are you running for a transmission in there?
The transmission's out of a 1994 Dodge B250 van,
and
actually.
that made it up pretty good with this here?
Yeah, it bolts right up and
Really?
gives me overdrive. And
Gives you overdrive?
Yeah.
Oh. How did you figure out between the engine and the transmission? Did you have to go into a kind of a switchover menu to look at that, or
no, I just Googling. And
Googling?
Yeah,
You can find all that stuff on
It's
there.
amazing how you can, the starter is off the 78 440 and it all plays together. That's what's phenomenal.
Because that's not always working that way.
Oh no, there's a lot of makes that you can't do that kind of stuff with, So
Oh, really? So
yeah.
Chrysler was pretty consistent.
Yeah.
So when you got the car, it had the big fenders, the running boards, all
Yes.
that stuff.
Yeah.
What did you do? You chopped the roof here?
I chopped the roof
How much did you take out?
4 inches.
So when this car, what was the long-term history? Do you know, was it a Shaunavon car? Was it from around?
Yeah, both of them would have been from local cars, and they were 4-door straight 6 cars.
I wish
so-
I knew the history of those cars. Can you
Yeah.
imagine local farmers or local people?
That's what it would have been. Yeah. Pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
It is pretty cool. Are the wheels from that
No,
year?
they're a 1940s
Well,
Ford.
they would have been wooden spoke. then.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, wooden
I
spoke.
could make wooden spoke hot rod wheels.
They'd never handle the horsepower.
Probably not. That's probably true.
Yeah, like this originally they called these a Fast 4 was their nickname.
This was called a Fast 4?
Yeah, because they were the fastest 4-door sedan back in the day because they had a 6, and they do about 50, 55 miles an hour, which is pretty fast when there was no roads.
Yeah, Fast 4.
Yeah.
Did Ford have his V8 back in this year? No, I think that came
No.
in the 30s. Yeah.
That came in the 30s, yeah.
That's right.
You
So
bet.
you're going to take this out to Vancouver. What have you done for seats in there?
The seats are out of a 2005 Pontiac G5. The seats in the sunroof, I got them from a local body shop.
Sunroof.
Yeah,
Oh, so you've kind of pinned them in there then.
yeah, it's all pop riveted or riveted in, and
And the wheels those steel wheels come from where?
about a 42 Ford.
42 Ford.
Yeah, they're a custom. They're a
5-bolt or?
yeah, they're 5-bolt. They're a brand new wheel, but they're
Yeah.
they're
they
an
look really good.
aftermarket. Yeah,
It just has a nice look. This whole good.
9 Cadillac taillights.
Oh, is that what these?
Yeah,
Where'd you find those?
you can buy them after.
Really?
Yeah.
59 Cadillac taillights. Beautiful. Well, you did a nice job here. You had to build a special frame here for your luggage rack, huh?
No, that's where the gas tank is in the original car.
Oh, the gas. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I just put a bar across. They used to have big bumpers, but I didn't want all that clutter back there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's very clean. I think you're going to leave it the patina just the way it is. You're not going.
Oh yeah, it's never going to get paint. No.
You know what some people do? They clear it. Do you think that's a good idea or not?
I don't like the clear look myself.
It gets a little bit too plastic looking.
Too shiny. Yeah.
Too shiny.
I wipe mine down with automatic transmission fluid.
Well, that's a good way to do it.
It waterproofs it, and
it does.
Yeah, and it kind of gives it a leather look, which is kind of what I like.
It is. As soon as I saw it from across the field there, I thought, boy, that's a good looking car. Well, thanks for joining us. Take care.
You bet. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're here at Cal Vance, and he's got a 39 Plymouth, right?
38.
38 Plymouth. Yeah, I had a 39 Olds coupe too. My uncle had a couple of them. They're beautiful. I don't know what it is about these coupes. They're just really, they got a presence that's incredible. Tell us a little bit about your car, where you got it.
Well, actually, I was looking for. I love the fat fendered cars, and I've been looking one.
Fat fendered.
I've been looking for one of these for years, and I'm a real Dodge Plymouth guy, and these are just hard to come by. There's lots of Chevys and Fords, but hard to find a Plymouth.
I know.
And I wanted one that was all steel bodied, no fiberglass. And I actually found this car in Staten Island, New York.
Staten Island.
Yeah, and I drove from.
That's a long way.
I know. I drove from Medicine Hat all the way to Staten Island to pick it.
Are you from Medicine Hat?
Originally, I was. Yeah, I've been in Shaunavon for 6 years.
6 years. Okay.
And I drove all the way out to Staten Island, and this car originally was built in the 80s as a drag car. They had a blow-in big block on it, and that's all it did. Which is,
okay.
So then a fella had bought it, was going to try to put it back on the street, never did it. So I bought it in pieces, and I went out there, loaded in the trailer, and brought it back. And I spent 2 years putting it together and got it back on the road. And
what kind of trailer did you have to
just
put?
An enclosed trailer, yeah.
Enclosed trailer.
Yeah. In February through Chicago and winter storms. It was a businessman coupe, so it never had a back seat. It was always just a two-seater car. And I don't know from Tennessee. I did find the people that built it from then, but before that, I don't know the history on it.
So tell us a little bit. What? Like, this isn't just an original car. This is a bit of
the body.
production.
The body is all steel, all original. The hood's been louvered, but other than that,
you louvered this yourself?
No, that was done.
Really?
When I got it, yeah. The rest of it.
Let's have a look at your engine here. What did you got here? This is the original grill, though. From that.
It is. Yep, original grill, headlight buckets.
Clean. Yeah, look at that.
And then stuff that we put into it. So it's got a Camaro front clip in it, custom built back end, and it's got a Ford 9-inch rear end in it. Big block powered, and then interior is all a mixed match of people.
What size is this engine?
So it started out as a 454 Chevy, but it's been bored.
454
yeah,
sitting in there?
But it's been stroked. It's a little more than that now, about 500 cubic inch.
What is this thing putting out for horsepower?
I've never dynoed it, but lots. It does well. It turns on pretty good.
So when it was a drag car, like it's back at home with a big mill and only
exactly.
blower
With the blower on it, who knows what this thing would have done then.
When the blower, that would have come through the top.
Yeah, different hood. Yeah, different hood on it, I was told.
You found this hood?
Yeah. No, when I got the car, the guy had the hood and didn't. But when the pictures of it that we had from before, it had the blower up through the hood. But he bought a different hood for it.
He bought a different hood for it. And of course, these headlights here are just around there. You know, actually, when I look at the grill, though, I mean, people don't realize the amount of work it is just to make a grill like that.
Exactly, yeah. And that was the whole thing back then. You could meet a car like this and you knew exactly what it was because every one of them had their own personality just by the front. You knew what the car was that was coming at you.
Absolutely. So, was there a bumper, or is this all rolled?
No, there was a bumper on it. I didn't put it, that's the way I got it, but the body on it. But yes, it would have originally had a steel bumper on the front.
Bumper in the front. Yeah. Let's have a look inside a little bit here.
Sure.
You can show us what have you got on there for wheels?
There's weld wheels, the standard drag race specials on it. They're 15 by 15 in the back. They got the biggest tires that Mickey Thompson makes in the back.
Really? Oh, you still got the drag tires on the back?
No, there's street legal tires now, but the width of them are the same as what the slicks.
What do you call drag line? Is that what you call it?
No, they're right now.
Center lines? No,
these are weld wheels.
Welded wheels. Oh,
they're called weld is the make of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're the drag specials. That's what they call them.
Yeah, crack open the inside. Let's have a look inside here. Oh, geez, that closes nice, huh? Opens nice. Oh, look at the upholstery here. This has been really well done, huh?
Yep. Most of this I had to do.
You did? So was the drag cars probably stripped out?
Yeah, it was all stripped out. It had a roll cage in it, and so that was all been taken out and had to put the interior together to make it a street car.
Is that dash?
It's all wood.
That's not original?
No, that's not original, no.
So you put that...
Because it had all been cut out from the drag car, so built all that.
So why a 39 for you?
38? I was looking for either anywhere from a 35 to a 38. I just like that body style. Yeah, Plymouth. I just like that body style. Or a Dodge. I would have been happy with a Dodge too, but Plymouths are a little harder to find.
Yeah. Oh, well, congratulations. And what's the color?
It's just black. It does have a gold pearl in it. If the sun hits it just right, you can see the gold flash off it every once in a while. But
nice.
that's it. Yep. And the paint's old on it. It's an old lacquer paint job, actually.
Really? It's
Yep.
lacquer. It
Yep.
hasn't cracked or anything.
Well, it's got a couple little cracks on it, but I drive it. I drive it too, so.
Yeah, I know, but that's pretty good for lacquer. That really hangs in there. It doesn't have a rumble seat. It's just a trunk.
No, but they did in 38. You could have got a rumble seat with it.
Got a reverse thing.
Yeah, you could have. This one didn't have that option because it has the external hinges, so it was a full trunk. But see, there was no back seat. You'd fold the seats ahead, and it had, so the salesman would have all the shelves in there to put their wares in it. That's why they called it a businessman coupe.
Oh,
So so it had a big trunk. Yeah, no back seat.
So it was specifically made for guys that
Yeah.
were traveling, and they could
That's
put
right.
their shelves.
Yeah,
and do
it's
all
called a
this stuff.
P6 coupe.
Let's have a look at the trunk. Just see how big that is. Got myself curious now as to what.
Well, it's full of all my car show stuff, so it's not
okay.
what I call clean. There's not a lot of room for that big trunk because I got my fuel cell, and my battery, and
you got your fuel cell in there.
everything back there. Yeah, and of course the wheels come all the way to here.
Yeah,
there's not much
they're
room.
tubbed out
It's all
internally.
inside to get those big tires. If you look underneath of it, you'll see how wide it is. So.
Oh, beautiful car. Well, congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And you're the director of.
Yeah, I'm the car show director for the car club. So the original show I put on last year all by myself, just wanted to get something going, and then so we put the first show on just after COVID, and then it kind of regenerated just so much interest in town that the car club fired back up again, and here we are now.
So Shaunavon's got a good car community.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, really good. Yeah, and it's just kind of we're just waiting.
So I'm here with Eric Lee, and he's got a 1970 Super B. Is that what they call a shaker?
No, that's a Ram Charger hood.
Ram Charger. Yeah, that's right.
Forced air induction
Yeah.
through the scoops.
That's functional too?
It's functional, yeah.
Tell us how that works a little bit.
Well, it comes down in through the hood and down through here. When this closes up, it covers all.
Oh yeah. So the air is being rammed through along in here?
Yeah, forced right through the scoops and down into there.
Okay, so the air is hitting there, flying along there, and then we got our air cooler right there with our carb and everything.
3 carburetors on this one.
3?
3 carburetors
Oh, I
on
see.
this.
It's 6-pack. So what is this? A 440, 383?
This is a 440 cubic inch.
So tell us a bit about your car. Where did you find it?
I got this out of a garage in Chilliwack about 12 years ago.
Really?
It was in pieces.
Pieces?
Yeah. Original Hemi orange car. It was painted blue. You know, it was painted blue. Thing looked terrible. Motor was all apart, pieces in the trunk. Picked a bunch
So
up all
you
over.
painted it, even these parts, all this stuff?
Everything was here. Yeah, this is all the original pieces. I had to do some fixing on it. It caught on fire at some point.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
So
this,
did it have the 440 in it when you had it?
well, in the back of my truck.
But this is the
This is the motor. This is the motor. This is the carburetors. This is the intake. It
So
was
this
all
is
in
a
it.
matching numbers, would you say? Or close to
No,
that?
it's not matching numbers. It's original, but and it's a 1970 block, but it's not the original motor.
What do you think this came with then? 383?
Oh no, 440. Oh, yeah.
440.
This car,
That's the standard package with this.
you could get a 383 with a 4-barrel,
Okay.
or you could get a 440 with 3 carbs, or a Hemi. Was
So
the
you
only
went for
3
the
engines.
440 with 3 carbs.
That's what it was born with.
That's what
So
it was.
it's
So where did you find all this stuff then?
oh, it was there with the
It was
car.
all there?
Oh yeah, no, the car had been put into. I was the 3rd guy that took it on as a project.
Oh,
It had been off the road for probably 40 years.
So it was the 3 carbs were
It's all
part of
original.
the
yeah.
family and
Yeah,
everything?
just all the right parts, everything. Well, these are of course new tires, 50 series in the back and like a 205s in the front. American racing wheels, not original by any means.
No.
The original wheels for this car, one of them's in the trunk actually.
Oh, maybe we'll have a look at it. Just
Yeah,
see
they're
what they were.
just a black steely rim. There's nothing
okay, very-
spectacular.
yeah.
It used to have what they called dog
Sleeper
dish.
kind of rim, huh?
Yeah, it had dog dish hubcaps on it.
Yes.
Right, and yeah, you'd remember those, sure. But this car, I think it was purchased for drag racing in California.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was registered, but it's manual steering, manual brakes, radio delete, 446 pack with a 4-speed, just a plain Jane car.
This is ready for tracking. Yeah, ready to go to the racetrack.
It's coming up on 16,000 miles. This is an original bench seat car.
Oh, this is.
That's how plain it was, just an actual bench seat car.
So it was really possibly just bought, taken right to the
It
strip.
was the cheapest one they could buy at that time, I
the
think.
most power, huh?
Oh yeah, the Hemi cars were another $800. to buy the Hemi engine. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, no, I agree. So
And
what do you
this-
think you're putting out for horsepower with this?
Oh, the factory says 395.
Yeah, you're probably doing a little more than that, though.
Yeah, it's north of that.
Yeah, I was good.
But it's all factory. Like if we could get good gas in it, the stuff that we have now isn't great, right? It's not like it used to be. But you know,
the detailing on the door jambs and everything is just really well done.
I got a buddy that's a body man, and he's incredible.
I mean, that's a lot of fussing just to get those door jambs.
Well, there's
nice
250 hours just in the metal on this car.
Really?
Just straightening it, right? So a lot of block sanding, a lot of messing around.
Jeez. Let's have a look at the trunk and those original wheels just to see what they look like. So we didn't have to tub out the back. The wheels just fit underneath.
They fit. I believe it or not. There's enough room for a big 50 series underneath.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's it.
Just
black
a plain
wheel?
old rim.
Isn't that cool? Jeez, look at even the trunk. You've detailed that all out and everything.
Oh, it's yeah.
It just goes on and on and on, huh? And this is our
That's the Super B.
Super B right there. There he is.
And these ones.
And the Hirsch, was that badging? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that the way?
1970, they came out with a Hirsch shifter in these. If you look in there, it's got that great big pistol grip shifter.
Yes.
Knuckle smasher is what it is. Third gear, you drive your hand into the dash when it's hard. It's a fun car to drive.
Have you ever taken it to the strip at all? You ever tried?
No.
That'd be kind of interesting to see what.
No, I've never been close enough to a racetrack.
Well, you never know.
Oh yeah, eventually one day we'll get around to
Because
it.
these things were that was what they did.
Well, yeah, they're
Street and strip kind of thing.
they're angry cars to drive. Like
Are
it's
they?
just all like when you
Angry?
when you,
What do you mean
it's
by-
angry horsepower. When you put your foot in it, it's just the tires just blow up, smoke sideways, howling, the motor screams. So
But you
much-
never do that. So
Oh,
that's
no,
good.
I never do. So much fun to drive. This car is a blast.
Oh my God. Hey, we're here with Jody Newman. He's got a 74 Challenger, and this was his dad's car.
Yeah, Dad ordered this from the Dodge dealership in Saskatoon in '74, and it's one of the last ones built according to the docs that we got. I bought it from him when I was 17, more or less.
When you were 17.
More or less a gift buy from Dad, and kept it in storage, and it sat for about 20 years, and we pulled her back out here about 3 years ago and got it running. So, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the specs on the car. What has it got, Jody?
It's a 360 4-speed standard car. He ordered it with gearing for quarter-mile racing and stuff like
Your
that.
dad did?
Yeah.
Hey, your dad was cool.
Oh, he's a hot rodder from way back.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, my dad's.
Well, if he was in Saskatoon, he was racing at probably the SIR.
No, he's from here. That's the closest dealership we could get a Challenger from.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
Yep.
he's from Shaunavon, so
Yep.
he went all the way to Saskatoon to get a Challenger. Wow.
Yep, you betcha. And
Did he
he's
ever race it at all? Do you know?
not professionally, but a lot on the side roads. You betcha. Yeah. So
Do you know what the color is of it? Do you have a clue?
it's a lemon twist yellow.
Lemon twist yellow.
kind
Let's
of
have
a
a look
dull-
at the hood, see what you got underneath there.
Oh, it's not. It's just. It's a Survivor.
Oh, that's okay. That's the best part of it. So no body work, no paint jobs,
Nope.
no nothing.
Oh, come on.
Oh, hey, well,
Thanks, Brooke.
thank you, Brooklyn.
So it's pretty much as it come out.
Well, look at that. I mean, it's all painted. It's all there. It's the color. It's the engine still got the color to it and everything.
It's 100% original.
You know, people are finding that more and more. That's what they're looking for, is just as is.
Yep.
You know, right out of-
Survivor.
Yeah,
And
Survivor.
this car has 38,560 miles on it. It'll be miles.
Your dad didn't drive it a lot. Neither
Nope.
did you.
Nope.
So what happened? You had it for a while, and then you just put it away, did you?
Drove it a little bit for my grad and stuff like that, and then put it away.
This was your graduation car.
Yep.
Actually, the interior is really nice, huh? You redid the seats?
And then put a carpet in it. The mice had got in it, and we had to do a little bit there to get it cleaned back up again after it sat in storage. So
It was your dad's car.
it was my dad's first new vehicle he ever bought. So
Was your dad's first new vehicle?
yeah,
What would a car like that have cost in those days? Do you remember?
around $3,500. He did.
Yeah, and a few
half-
more zeros after that for
Yeah.
these cars now.
Half the reason he bought it out of Saskatoon was his brother-in-law did the financing for Patrick Dodge, and they gave him a good deal when he bought it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, is it going to stay in the family? You think your daughter's
Oh, yeah.
interested in the car?
Yeah, no, I'll never sell it. So
It'll be you. Huh?
it'll be us and then to the girls, for sure.
Ooh, lucky you. She gives a nod, yeah.
And my wife likes to drive it too. So
Okay, we're here with McKinnon Fossil, and he's got a 70s Chevy. What year have you got here?
It's 83 actually.
83. I'm a little early on that.
Oh,
one.
it's
I actually
all good.
had one of these. And
Okay.
I should know better.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So what have you got here?
Well, it's a 1983 Chevy short box. It's a Silverado, so it's fully loaded, air conditioning,
Yeah,
cruise,
Silverado, yeah, nice.
tilt, power windows, power steering, all the jazz, you know. And I swapped the engine out. I've owned the truck since I was 15.
15?
Yeah.
Are you from Shaunavon?
I am, yeah. And I'm 19 years old now, so I've had it for 4 years.
You did a lot of cool work in here.
Yeah.
You took that engine out of there.
Yeah.
I was going to touch it here, but I don't want to touch that paint. What is that paint that you got on
It's called Black Cherry.
there? Gee, that's really, I like that.
Thanks.
I like that. And the wheels, what are these wheels?
These are Riddler 695s. There's 20 by 8 in the front, 20 by 10 in the back, so staggered.
Yeah. You've put some effort into this. So whose car was this when you were 15 years old?
Well, it was some guy from Swift Currents, and I bought it off of him.
You saw it in Kijiji or something?
Oh, actually, I just kind of knew a guy who knew a guy, and
You just went over and said, I want your Silverado.
pretty much, yeah. And
Well, there was a lot of, if I remember the one I had, there was a fair bit of chrome and stuff on it? Or?
yeah, there's usually chrome down this side, but this truck has it taken off just for sleek kind of look.
No, it's very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice
Thank
the way
you.
you did it. It cleans it all up, gives it a modern kind of hot rod look.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for.
No kidding. And what's that engine in again, you said?
That's a 350 crate motor, so it's...
crate motor?
Yeah, from GM, so it's like 350 HO, so it's 330 horsepower, 420 pound-foot of
Anybody
torque.
help you with all this work here? There's a lot of work.
My grandma's boyfriend, Dana, he helped me do a lot of it.
Your grandma's boy.
Yeah, yeah.
I never heard that one before.
I wouldn't be able to do it without him, so he's
pretty
hot rod
handy?
guy, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're from here around...
Yeah, I'm from Shaunavon, he's from Swift, so yeah.
Oh, so you had a little help from your grandma's boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hours in there.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I did it in like a month about.
Really?
Yeah.
And what about the paint and all that stuff?
So that was done before I bought the truck, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a bit of a deal then.
Yeah, but I redid the interior and.
Let's have a look what you did in the interior.
Yeah.
Open her up, crack her up.
Sure. So it's.
I kind of recognize. Is that this original Silverado interior? Or is
Yes, it is. Yeah.
But you've upgraded, or was it always? Like that?
No, just replacing panels, making it a little prettier. The panels in it before kind of cracked.
How did you find that the material?
There's a website called LMC Truck, and they make
Really?
replacement
Because I remember
parts.
that. That was
Yeah.
That actually is very nice material. Because I remember the one we had. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. And what did you coat your box with? What is that inside the box?
Oh, that's a bed liner. It's just I got it at Bumper to Bumper in town here, and it's like a roll-on, but it actually turned out pretty decent.
It did. It looks really nice.
It was a little COVID project when I was bored, so yeah.
Everybody, that's the one thing about COVID. Everybody got to do a little bit, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the carpet, is that original from it, or?
I'm not sure. It was in it when I got the truck, but yeah, it was actually originally a red truck, so that's why it has a couple of red accents in the interior, like the bottom of the door panels, carpet, seat belts.
Yeah, it works though.
Yeah, it accents it well. I kind of like it.
I kind of like it too.